Well, hey guys, I was actually playing this new game mode called HANGER SHOWDOWN for a while now, and as most of you guys probably might think, yes, it's bad. But today I'm gonna discuss why it's specifically so bad and what Delirium could do to make it better. So, to begin with, HANGER SHOWDOWN is basically like the 2 versus 2 mode that we used to have prior to this. But now you have to win 3 rounds out of the 5 to win a match. What's unique though is that you can't use the same mech once it has been used in a prior round. So to ensure that you win, you need to have at least 3 strong mechs that you are confident with so that at least you can win 3 out of the 5 rounds. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's a very fun game mode. Also because I like the normal 2 versus 2 mode. This game mode also introduces a reward system, and the rewards offered are mod parts and elite mod parts, among other resources as well. And this is where all the problem begins. So, from a progression perspective, if you want these mod parts, you need to have a 100% win rate, especially if you are in League 2, which most of the player base is in. Even if you do win all of your matches, you still might not be able to get the mod parts because of the point system. You get around 300 points per match if you win a match in League 2 because of the 3 times multiplier. Only people in League 1 can get them reliably because of the times 5 multiplier. It's easier for League 1 players to grind these mod parts and elite mod parts because of the multipliers, and that should have been the case with League 2 as well. Plarium also claims that they made the matchmaking better, which is inconsequential because you can only play about 5 free matches every day. And that's where the majority of the problem lies. There is no free ways for player to reliably get mod parts. You have to spend A coins to play more matches and win. Again, not just playing matches, you have to win them all as well. Which you guys might be thinking why I'm stressing so much on. So let me explain that real quick. For a new slash average player, you will most likely be in tier 5 or tier 6 if you are also in League 2. That means you have almost no mechs that are meta because all meta mechs are mostly legendary. That means if you face a player with Eclipse or Surge, which happened with me a lot personally, you are more than likely to lose. All of this is just because Plarium allows players to buy deals like these, which allow people to steamroll through you and win more matches. And yes, it's pay to win. So it's not possible for you to win as a F2P player. In Hanger Showdown specifically, I face a lot of players that bought mechs with lower rank just for the sole purpose of winning. And so for you to have an equal chance of competing with them, you also have to have access to these mechs, which of course most of the F2P players do not have, as most of them are stuck in tier 5 or tier 6. Now remember, when someone chooses to do this, there are only 2 options left. Either you risk losing because, let's be real, the people playing this game are mostly young adults and teenagers who can't really afford to spend money on a game just to buy some progression. Or you also buy these $5 deals which do give you a better chance of winning, but then again you're paying to just win. I personally bought Deathwalker because I was tired of grinding as an F2P player and I wanted to have access to fun mechs like Deathwalker. I also want to buy Lacewing, but I'm gonna cover that in a whole different video. But this is all about the progression aspect of the game. If you want to play the game mode just for fun, then it's still bad because you can only play about 5 matches a day. If you don't want to spend A coins, that is. Also pray to God that you don't face a random rank 3 surge or eclipse with Revoker 12 that insta kills you and your teammate. This whole topic regarding the matchmaking could be a video of its own, but the bottom line is Hanger Showdown sucks. I like the idea of allowing players to play and grind resources like mod parts and implants, but not at the cost of A coins. This whole game can be made more fun just by simply giving players more free matches per day. 10 free matches instead of the current 5 would allow players to have an easier time grinding mod parts, as well as it creates a positive feedback mechanism, hence making players play the game mode more often. Devs could also increase the modifiers in League 2 so that players can get more rewards by playing the same amount of matches. Either of these changes accomplish the same thing, that is, giving more progression to the players without taking much away from them. I hope the devs at least consider these changes and implement them in the near future. I know the game mode is still in its beta testing phase, but do let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this. For now, that's all. Stay tuned for more videos like this. Until then, stay safe everyone. Peace.